Why do so many of us wait for circumstances to improve, as if external changes alone can bring peace or fulfillment? The truth, rooted deeply in ancient philosophy, is that the most transformative growth begins not outside of us but within. Imagine tending to your inner garden, cultivating patience, resilience, and wisdom, before seeking to change the world around you. This is not just self-help jargon, but a timeless truth championed by the Stoics and echoed across centuries. To bring the unimaginable into your life, you must first become the change you seek. By focusing on yourself, you unlock the ability to overcome adversity, achieve clarity, and shape the world around you with purpose. In this journey inward, the seeds of greatness are planted and nourished. In this article, we'll explore profound lessons and time-tested philosophies designed to guide you toward achieving the life you aspire to live. These insights are crafted to resonate with your soul, awaken dormant strength, and remind you that every storm is temporary. Within you lies a calm, unyielding core, ready to navigate even the harshest storms. Through the wisdom of Stoicism and the art of self-discipline, you will discover how to illuminate the darkness with the light of your perseverance. Each idea presented here is not merely advice but a call to action, a chance to embrace life's inevitable challenges with grace and purpose. Together, let us cultivate the calm amidst chaos, turn tribulations into triumphs, and embark on a path to self-mastery to inspire profound transformation. Let these words take root in your heart, nourish your spirit, and guide you toward the enduring strength that only comes from within. 1. Ataraxia. Picture a small boat in the heart of a raging storm. The sea churns with fury, the winds howl defiantly, and the sky looms heavy with dark, foreboding clouds. Yet, within this storm, the captain stands steady, their gaze fixed unwaveringly on the horizon. This image encapsulates the essence of ataraxia, the Stoic ideal of unshakable calmness amidst life's inevitable upheavals. Ataraxia is neither the absence of trouble nor a passive retreat from reality. It is the active cultivation of inner peace, a state where one remains grounded despite the chaos. Like the sea, life will always bring its share of storms, personal setbacks, professional challenges, and unexpected losses. We must learn to remain anchored within ourselves to thrive in such a world. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, said, "Perfect tranquility consists in the good ordering of the mind." This wisdom reminds us that tranquility is not found in a world free from trouble, but in mastering our reactions. Instead of being swayed by external events, we must strengthen our inner kingdom. How do we cultivate such inner strength? It begins with preparation. Just as a seasoned sailor fortifies their vessel before a journey, so must we fortify our minds for life's challenges. Daily practices such as mindfulness and visualization can serve as tools for this preparation. For instance, each morning, take a moment to envision yourself meeting the day's difficulties with grace and clarity. Rehearsing resilience builds the mental armor necessary to face whatever comes. Mindfulness, too, is a powerful ally. When we focus on the present moment, the noise of regret and worry fades, allowing us to see life as it truly is. In moments of stress, positive self-talk can serve as a lifeline. Remind yourself that this too shall pass and that you are equipped to navigate the storm. Ataraxia is more than a state of being. It is a skill, a discipline that sharpens over time. It empowers us to approach challenges with clarity and courage, enabling better decisions aligned with our values and long-term goals. In this clarity, we find freedom from the turmoil of impulsive reactions and gain the ability to act with purpose and intention. To practice ataraxia is to embrace life's storms, not as threats but as opportunities to refine our strength and wisdom. Like the captain steering their vessel through the storm, we too can remain steadfast, finding peace not in the absence of the waves, but in our ability to navigate through them. 2. Willpower. Willpower is the silent force behind every great endeavor. It is not a gift bestowed upon a fortunate few, but a muscle that can be strengthened through deliberate practice. Imagine willpower as a forge, where the heat of life's challenges molds and refines our character, turning raw potential into unyielding strength. Consider a moment when everything seemed impossible, webs blocked high, and each step forward felt like a battle against the tide. This is where willpower reveals its transformative power. As Cicero observed, the difficulty of a task is not measured by the effort it requires, but by the will invested in it. Our determination, not the magnitude of the challenge, defines our capacity to overcome. We must first learn to break overwhelming tasks into manageable pieces to cultivate willpower. Imagine climbing a towering mountain. The summit may seem impossible, but focusing on each step rather than the entire ascent makes the journey achievable. Each small victory fuels the motivation to keep going, no matter how minor. This process builds momentum, turning effort into progress. Equally crucial is discipline, the quiet guardian of willpower. Establishing routines, adhering to schedules, and guarding against procrastination are acts of self-respect. They demonstrate our commitment to growth and remind us that consistency, not perfection, paves the path to success. A Stoic approach to willpower is not about denying weakness, but training ourselves to rise above it. History offers countless examples of willpower's transformative potential. Marcus Aurelius, leading an empire through war and plague, found strength in his Stoic principles, writing, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." His resolve turned obstacles into opportunities, a lesson that resonates even today. Yet, willpower must be nurtured with care. It thrives not through force, but through intentional practice. Daily habits like meditation, visualization, or even a simple moment of reflection can serve as exercises to strengthen the will. By rehearsing resilience in small moments, we prepare ourselves for the more significant battles of life. Let willpower be the cornerstone of your journey. See every challenge not as a hindrance, but as a chance to hone your strength. Train your mind, discipline your actions, and remember that each time you persevere, you forge a self capable of withstanding any storm. Willpower is not merely a tool, the essence of transformation, the quiet fire that turns hardship into triumph. 3. Acceptance and resilience. Life's journey is fraught with unexpected twists and turns, much like a river that winds unpredictably through valleys and over rapids. The Stoics remind us that true strength lies not in resisting the river's current, but in gracefully navigating its flow. This principle, rooted in the art of acceptance, allows us to transform setbacks into opportunities for growth and find resilience in the face of life's uncertainties. Acceptance is not a surrender to fate, but a conscious acknowledgement of reality as it is. We liberate ourselves from unnecessary suffering by releasing the futile desire to control the uncontrollable. As Epictetus wrote, we cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. This wisdom empowers us to focus on what lies within our control, our thoughts, actions, and attitudes, while letting go of the rest. Imagine losing something dear to you, a relationship, a job, or a cherished dream. The initial wave of pain may feel insurmountable, but within this loss lies an opportunity to cultivate resilience. Resilience is not innate, but a skill honed through experience and reflection. When faced with adversity, ask not, "Why is this happening to me?" but, "What can I learn from this?" Whinge and acceptance. Each hardship becomes a stepping stone toward greater inner strength. Practical exercises can anchor us in this mindset. Start by practicing daily gratitude, even in the face of difficulty. By acknowledging the good that remains, we shift our focus from what is lost to what endures. Journaling can also be a powerful tool. Record your challenges, how you faced them, and the lessons they taught you. Over time, these reflections show your ability to overcome and adapt. Meditation, too, offers a path to acceptance. In stillness, we can observe our emotions without judgment, allowing us to understand them rather than be consumed by them. This practice fosters clarity, helping us navigate life's storms with a calm and steady hand. Acceptance does not mean complacency. Instead, it invites us to engage with life fully, even when it defies our expectations. The quiet strength allows us to endure setbacks, find new paths forward, and ultimately emerge stronger and wiser. As you embrace this principle, remember the words of Marcus Aurelius. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Acceptance and resilience are not signs of weakness, but profound acts of courage. By mastering them, we align ourselves with the natural flow of life, finding peace and purpose amidst its unpredictability. 4. Being present. In a world consumed by relentless motion, the art of being present often feels like a forgotten treasure. Yet, within this simple practice lies the key to a life of deeper meaning and fulfillment. To live fully in the present moment is to unshackle yourself from the burdens of the past and the anxieties of the future. It is a declaration of independence, a choice to embrace what is rather than mourn what was or fear what may be. The Stoics remind us that the present is our only reality. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Confine yourself to the present. The present moment is all we ever need." This wisdom calls us to pause, savor life's fleeting beauty as it unfolds, and recognize the power in each breath, decision, and experience. Practicing presence requires intentionality. Our minds, prone to wandering, often dwell on past mistakes or future uncertainties. When left unchecked, this mental drift robs us of the richness of the here and now. To counter this, engage in mindfulness exercises that ground you in the moment. Start with something as simple as focusing on your breath, the rhythmic in and out that connects you to life itself. As thoughts arise, observe them without attachment, letting them pass like clouds in the sky. Living in the present also means appreciating life's small wonders. The warmth of sunlight on your skin, the sound of leaves rustling in the wind, or the taste of your morning coffee can become profound experiences when you give them your full attention. Though seemingly mundane, these moments remind us of the beauty and joy surrounding us when we are truly present. Another facet of presence is learning to respond thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. When anchored in the now, you gain clarity and emotional steadiness. Challenges lose their overwhelming power because you face them with your whole self, not distracted by what lies behind or ahead. This deliberate engagement fosters wisdom, resilience, and a sense of control over your life. To live in the present is not to deny the lessons of the past or the necessity of planning for the future. It is to recognize that neither exists except in our minds. By grounding ourselves in the present, we align with reality, find peace, and open ourselves to the possibilities of each moment. Let the present be your sanctuary, where you find freedom, strength, and purpose. As Epictetus advised, don't let the future disturb you. If you have to, you will meet it with the same weapons of reason which arm you against the present today. Embrace this moment, for it is all you truly have, and within it lies the power to transform your life. 5. Using virtue as a guide. In the vast expanse of life's challenges and uncertainties, virtue is our unwavering compass, guiding us toward decisions and actions that reflect our highest selves. To live a life grounded in virtue is to navigate the world with clarity, strength, and purpose, even when the terrain is treacherous. For the Stoics, virtue is not a lofty ideal but a practical framework, a foundation upon which true fulfillment is built. The Stoic tradition identifies 4 cardinal virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Each of these virtues is both a beacon and a tool, shaping our responses to life's trials. Wisdom lights the way, enabling us to discern truth and act with understanding. Courage empowers us to face fear and adversity with resilience. Justice reminds us to honor fairness and integrity in our dealings with others, while temperance teaches us the art of self-control, balancing desire with reason. Consider how these virtues manifest in daily life. Wisdom guides us when emotions threaten to cloud judgment, helping us respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively. Courage compels us to speak up for what is right, even when silence seems easier. Justice inspires us to act with empathy and fairness, prioritizing the collective good over personal gain. Temperance restrains us from overindulgence, preserving our focus on long-term goals rather than fleeting pleasures. Living virtuously is not without its challenges. It often demands that we swim against the tide of societal norms or personal inclinations. Yet, as Seneca observed, virtue is nothing but right reason. We find moral clarity and inner peace by aligning our actions with reason and principle. Virtue becomes a shield against the chaos of external circumstances, offering stability and purpose in an unpredictable world. Practical steps can help integrate these virtues into your life. Reflect on your daily decisions. Did they reflect wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance? Use this self-awareness to adjust your actions and grow closer to the person you aspire to be. Consider keeping a virtue journal, where you recorded moments when you lived by these principles and times when you faltered, not to criticize yourself, but to learn and improve. History offers countless examples of the transformative power of virtue. In facing the immense pressure of ruling an empire, Marcus Aurelius relied on these virtues to govern with wisdom and fairness. His meditations reveal a man deeply committed to aligning his thoughts and actions with the principles of Stoicism, even amidst conflict and uncertainty. By making virtue your guide, you will not only navigate life's challenges with integrity, but also discover a more profound sense of fulfillment and connection. As Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, the best revenge is not to be like your enemy. To live virtuously is to rise above, to let your actions reflect your highest values, and to find meaning in pursuing what is good and faithful. Let virtue illuminate your path, leading you toward a life of purpose, strength, and lasting contentment. 6. Gratitude. Gratitude is the quiet force that reshapes how we see the world, transforming moments of hardship into opportunities for reflection and growth. For those who embrace it, gratitude becomes more than a fleeting feeling. It becomes a way of life, a lens through which we can see the extraordinary in the everyday. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not but rejoices for those which he has." To practice gratitude is to ground yourself in abundance, to focus on what you have rather than lament what you lack. In doing so, you align with a mindset that transcends external circumstances. Consider the trials of life, challenges at work, strained relationships, or personal failures. Gratitude doesn't deny these difficulties, but it helps us find the silver linings, the hidden lessons, and the blessings we might otherwise overlook. Imagine starting each day with a deliberate act of gratitude. Before rising from bed, take a moment to acknowledge 3 things you are thankful for. These could be as simple as the warmth of your blanket, the support of a loved one, or the promise of a new day. Though seemingly small, this practice rewires the mind, shifting its focus from scarcity to sufficiency. Over time, it cultivates a profound sense of contentment. Gratitude also deepens our connection to the present moment. By appreciating the here and now, we free ourselves from the weight of regrets about the past and fears about the future. The Stoics often advised reflecting on life's impermanence, not as a source of despair, but as a call to treasure our time. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love. Practicing gratitude does not require perfection. It is only intention. Keep a gratitude journal where you document moments of joy, acts of kindness, or even challenges that reveal your inner strength. When faced with a difficult situation, pause and ask yourself, what can I learn? What good can I find here? These questions are not just exercises in optimism, they are pathways to resilience. Gratitude is also contagious. When we express genuine appreciation for others, we inspire those around us to adopt the same mindset. A simple thank you or an acknowledgement of someone's efforts can create ripples of positivity that extend far beyond the moment. Let gratitude guide you toward a more prosperous, more fulfilling life. It is not an antidote to suffering but a companion that walks beside you, reminding you of the beauty that exists even in adversity. As Seneca advised, nothing is more honorable than a grateful heart. In embracing gratitude, you will discover not only the abundance in your life, but also the unshakable strength that comes from cherishing each moment as it is. 7. Facing your fears. Fear, like a shadow, follows us throughout life. It appears in moments of uncertainty, whispering doubts and urging retreat. Yet, the Stoics teach us that fear is not an enemy to be defeated, but a guide pointing us toward growth. To face fear is to embark on a journey of self-discovery, unlocking reservoirs of courage we never knew existed. As Seneca wrote, "A man who suffers before it is necessary suffers more than is necessary." Imagine standing on the edge of a daunting challenge, a difficult conversation, a career leap, or a deeply personal goal. Your heart races, your mind conjures worst-case scenarios, and retreat feels tempting. But what if, instead of recoiling, you stepped forward? In that single act of defiance, you transform fear from a barrier into a bridge. The Stoics remind us that courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to act despite it. Marcus Aurelius advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Fear often stems from our perception of the unknown, magnified by our mind's tendency to catastrophize. Reframing fear as an opportunity, we can approach it with curiosity instead of dread. Preparation is vital in confronting fear. Begin by visualizing the challenge in detail, what might go wrong, and more importantly, how you could respond with composure. This Stoic exercise, premeditation malorum, the premeditation of evils, equips you to face adversity calmly and preparedly. The moment arrives, you'll find that the imagined fear often exceeds reality, and your readiness transforms apprehension into resolve. Another powerful strategy is to deconstruct fear into manageable parts. Ask yourself, what exactly am I afraid of? You can address each piece individually by breaking fear into components, reducing its power over you. Fear, once illuminated, loses much of its grip. Courage grows through practice. Start small, speak up in a meeting, approach someone you admire, or take the first step toward a goal you've been avoiding. Each act of bravery builds momentum, reinforcing your belief in your ability to overcome. Over time, these small victories accumulate, turning fear into a catalyst for transformation. Finally, remember that fear is universal. Everyone faces it, from the humblest individual to the most outstanding leaders. What sets the courageous apart is their choice to move forward despite fear's presence. As Epictetus said, "He who fears something gives it power over him. By refusing to yield, you reclaim that power." Facing your fears is not a one-time event, but a lifelong practice. Each confrontation strengthens your resolve, revealing a deeper, more resilient version of yourself. In the words of Seneca, life is concise and anxious for those who forget the past, neglect the present, and fear the future. Choose to face your fears boldly, and you will discover that beyond them lies the freedom to live fully and authentically. 8. Self-reflection. In the ceaseless rush of modern life, we rarely pause to look inward, to examine the intricate landscape of our thoughts, motivations, and actions. Yet self-reflection, as the Stoics teach us, is not just a practice but a necessity for personal growth. To know oneself is to uncover the foundation of wisdom, to find clarity amid confusion, and to align our actions with our deepest values. As Socrates famously said, "An unexamined life is not worth living." Self-reflection begins with a simple yet profound question. Who am I? This is not a question of labels or roles but of essence. What drives you? What are your strengths, your weaknesses, your aspirations? To answer these questions honestly is to begin the lifelong process of self-discovery. The Stoics encourage us to approach this journey with humility and courage, for it is only by acknowledging our flaws that we can overcome them. Consider the practice of daily introspection, a sacred ritual embraced by Marcus Aurelius in his meditations. Each evening, he would review his actions, asking himself whether he lived according to his principles. Did he act with wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance? He honed his character and strengthened his resolve by examining successes and failures. This practice, simple yet profound, offers us a blueprint for self-improvement. To reflect effectively, create a quiet space to observe your thoughts without distraction. Begin with small questions. What did I do well today? Where did I fall short? What can I do differently tomorrow? Write these reflections in a journal, not to dwell on mistakes, but to illuminate paths for growth. Over time, these records become a map of your inner journey, revealing patterns and guiding you toward greater self-awareness. Self-reflection also demands honesty, perhaps the most challenging part of the process. It requires facing uncomfortable truths about ourselves and acknowledging where we have strayed from our values or failed to meet our potential. Yet in this vulnerability lies strength, for only through truth can we find transformation. As Epictetus taught, if you wish to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. In accepting our imperfections, we open the door to progress. Reflection is not a passive act, but a call to action. The insights gained must translate into deliberate changes, aligning our lives more closely with our ideals. Whether cultivating patience, practicing kindness, or refining our focus, each adjustment brings us closer to becoming the person we aspire to be. The mirror of self-reflection reveals not only our flaws, but also our potential. It reminds us that growth is not a destination but a journey, a continuous effort to live authentically and purposefully. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Through self-reflection, we uncover the blueprint of our highest self and take deliberate steps toward its realization. Let this practice guide you, shaping your actions and the essence of who you are. 9. Letting go. Life often feels like a constant struggle to hold on, grasping at possessions, relationships, or dreams as if they were the foundation of our identity. Yet the Stoics teach that true freedom comes not from clinging but from letting go. Detachment is not about indifference. It is about liberating ourselves from the chains of expectation and learning to flow gracefully with the rhythm of life. As Epictetus advised, make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens. Imagine holding a handful of sand. The tighter you grip, the more it slips through your fingers. This is the nature of life's impermanence. To let go is not to discard but to accept things as they are, appreciating their presence without being consumed by the fear of their loss. Detachment does not diminish joy. It enhances it by teaching us to value the moment without demanding permanence. Letting go begins with recognizing what lies within our control and what is not. This clarity lets us focus on what we can influence while releasing the rest. For example, you may pour your heart into a project, but the outcome, success or failure, is shaped by countless external factors. Rather than being paralyzed by worry, focus on your effort, trusting that you've done your part. Acceptance meditation can be a powerful tool for cultivating detachment. Spend a few moments each day reflecting on life's unpredictability. Acknowledge the things you cherish while reminding yourself that they are not yours to keep forever. This practice does not breed sadness but fosters gratitude, teaching you to appreciate without attachment. Detachment also extends to relationships and goals. We often tether our happiness to how others perceive us or to fulfill specific ambitions. But what happens when a relationship falters or a goal proves unattainable? The Stoics remind us that our worth is not dependent on external validation. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Detachment allows us to love and strive without losing ourselves in the process. Letting go is an ongoing practice, a choice made moment by moment. It requires courage to release the illusion of control and trust in the natural flow of life. Yet, in doing so, we find a profound sense of peace, a freedom unshaken by loss or disappointment. Embrace detachment as a path to inner liberation. You make room for clarity, resilience, and joy by letting go of what you cannot control. Remember the wisdom of Seneca. He who is brave is free. Through the art of letting go, you free yourself and discover the beauty and serenity of a life in harmony with the present. 10. Mastering emotional control. Emotions, like the winds, are potent forces, capable of guiding us to safe harbors or driving us into turbulent seas. For the Stoics, mastery of emotions is not about suppression but understanding and directing these forces with wisdom and purpose. To control your emotions is to claim your freedom, unshackling yourself from the impulsive reactions that often lead to regret. As Marcus Aurelius advised, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The first step in mastering emotional control is awareness. When emotions rise, whether anger, fear, or sorrow, pause and observe them without judgment. Instead of saying, "I am angry," reframe your perspective to, "There is anger present." This simple shift creates a mental distance, allowing you to see emotions as fleeting visitors rather than permanent residents of your being. You are not your anger or sadness. You are the observer of these states. The Stoic practice of premeditation malorum, the premeditation of potential evils, can also prepare the mind for emotional turbulence. At the start of each day, reflect on challenges you might encounter and visualize yourself responding with calm and reason. By rehearsing emotional resilience, you build the inner armor necessary to face real-life trials gracefully. When emotions overwhelm you, grounding yourself in the moment can bring clarity. Focus on your breath, the feel of your surroundings, or the rhythm of your heartbeat. These anchors pull you out of the storm of emotions and into the calm of reality, where reason can guide your actions. Another vital practice is aligning your reactions with your values. Ask yourself, does this response reflect who I want to be? For instance, patience demonstrates true strength when faced with provocation. Respond W. Seneca observed, "Anger, if not restrained, is frequently more hurtful to us than the injury that provokes it." Emotional control allows you to act with intention rather than being swept away by impulses. Building emotional mastery is not a path to perfection but to progress. You will falter, as all humans do. Yet each time you choose reason over reaction, you strengthen your ability to navigate future challenges. Over time, this discipline fosters a profound sense of inner peace, freedom from the chaos of unchecked emotions. Through this practice, you become the master of your ship, steering with steady hands even amidst the fiercest storms. Let the wisdom of Epictetus guide you. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. By mastering your emotions, you unlock the power to live with clarity, purpose, and an unshakable sense of self. 11. The power of gratitude. Gratitude, in its purest form, is a quiet strength that transforms how we experience the world. It is a lens through which even the most mundane moments become extraordinary, and a practice that reorients the mind toward abundance rather than scarcity. For the Stoics, gratitude is not just a fleeting emotion but a way of life, a daily acknowledgement of the gifts we often take for granted. As Epictetus reminds us, he is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not but rejoices for those which he has. To cultivate gratitude is to anchor yourself in the present. It begins with simple acts, pausing to appreciate the sun's warmth on your face, the steady rhythm of your breath, or the kindness of a stranger. These moments, though small, are profound reminders of life's inherent beauty. By focusing on what we have rather than what we lack, we train the mind to seek joy in the present rather than constantly striving for an elusive future. Gratitude also acts as a counterweight to adversity. When challenges arise, as they inevitably will, gratitude provides a perspective that turns obstacles into opportunities for growth. Reflect on past difficulties, how they shaped your character, taught you resilience, or revealed unexpected blessings. As Marcus Aurelius observed, dwell on the beauty of life. Watch the stars and see yourself running with them. Even in hardship, gratitude allows us to find light. Practical exercises can deepen this practice. Start by keeping a gratitude journal. Each evening, write down 3 things you are thankful for that day. They need not be grand. Perhaps a meaningful conversation, a quiet moment of peace, or even the taste of a meal you enjoyed. Over time, this habit rewires the brain, making gratitude a natural and habitual response. Another Stoic exercise involves reflecting on the impermanence of life. Imagine losing what you hold dear, not to incite fear, but to heighten appreciation for what you have now. This perspective transforms ordinary experiences into cherished moments, reminding us that life's transient nature is what makes it precious. Gratitude is not a denial of life's difficulties, but a recognition of its richness. It is a practice that empowers us to face the world with resilience and joy, even in the face of uncertainty. When we adopt gratitude as a way of being, we enrich our lives and inspire those around us to see the world with renewed wonder. Let gratitude be the foundation of your daily life. Embrace its transformative power, and you will discover an inner abundance that no external circumstance can diminish. Seneca wisely noted, "Nothing is more honorable than a grateful heart." In choosing gratitude, you live fully, appreciating each moment as a gift and finding beauty in every corner of existence. 12. Discipline. Discipline, often misunderstood as a restriction, is the very key to liberation. The quiet force transforms aspirations into achievements, chaos into order, and fleeting desires into lasting fulfillment. For the Stoics, discipline is not about denying oneself but mastering oneself. As Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." At its core, discipline is the practice of aligning actions with values. It is the bridge between intention and outcome, a deliberate choice to prioritize what is meaningful over what is easy. Imagine a sculptor chiseling away at a block of marble. Each strike, though small, contributes to the emergence of a masterpiece. Similarly, discipline allows us to chip away at distractions and excuses, revealing our true potential. To cultivate discipline, begin with consistency. Set small, attainable goals and commit to them daily. Whether it's dedicating time to meditation, journaling, or physical exercise, these routines create a foundation for more excellent endeavors. Each completed task reinforces your resolve, building momentum and self-trust. Remember, discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Another vital aspect is learning to manage impulses. In a world of temptations, from instant gratification to endless distractions, discipline helps us focus on long-term rewards. When faced with a choice between indulgence and restraint, pause and ask yourself, does this serve my higher purpose? This simple yet profound question aligns your actions with your deepest values. Discipline also requires resilience. You will encounter setbacks, moments when motivation wanes, or external circumstances challenge your resolve. In these moments, rely on your principles rather than fleeting emotions. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Discipline is not about perfection but persistence, the willingness to start again when you falter. The rewards of discipline extend beyond personal success. It cultivates inner peace as you free yourself from the chaos of impulsive actions and the regret of unfulfilled potential. It also inspires others, showing them the strength of commitment and the possibility of transformation. Embrace discipline as a guiding force in your life. Let it shape your days with purpose and clarity, turning ordinary efforts into extraordinary results. Seneca observed, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare, but because we do not dare that they are difficult. With discipline, you dare to dream and, more importantly, to achieve. Through its practice, you unlock the most accurate form of freedom, the freedom to live as your highest self." Conclusion. Life's most remarkable transformations begin not in the external world, but within ourselves. The Stoics understood this truth deeply, teaching that by cultivating virtues, mastering emotions, and embracing life's uncertainties, we unlock the strength to navigate even the most challenging storms. Each step toward self-awareness, discipline, and gratuitous steps toward a life of purpose, fulfillment, and unshakable peace. The path of self-mastery is not without its challenges, but it is the most rewarding journey you can undertake. By applying the timeless principles we've explored today, you are equipping yourself with tools to face adversity, discover inner clarity, and achieve your highest potential. Remember, growth is not about perfection but progress. Each moment of reflection, each act of discipline, and each embrace of gratitude brings you closer to becoming the person you are meant to be. If these ideas resonate with you, and you're inspired to dive deeper into Stoic wisdom and personal growth, we invite you to join us on this journey. Subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking insights, practical lessons, and uplifting guidance tailored for seekers of wisdom and self-improvement. We can continue exploring the ancient philosophies that remain relevant today, empowering each other to live with strength, purpose, and serenity. Your growth is our shared mission. Let's build a community of like-minded individuals striving for authenticity, resilience, and excellence. Subscribe, engage, and take the first step in this transformative journey. The next chapter of your life begins now. Embrace it with courage and determination.